Have you ever noticed how many new coaches wash out before they even get really started? And then, broke, discouraged, and disenchanted, they leave the coaching industry forever. I hate that. The world needs good coaches, so please don't let avoidable newbie mistakes stop you from following your heart and building the business of your dreams. Hey, Coach, I'm Ronnie Noyes. I've been coaching for over 20 years, and I'm a former instructor at the International Coach Academy. During my career, I've seen way too many new coaches waste months and thousands of dollars making the same predictable mistakes. So here's the plan. I'll walk you through the top 5 mistakes that trip up new coaches, and to be honest, some seasoned coaches get caught up in these as well. I'll name the mistakes, but this isn't about shame or blame. It's about knowing what the pitfalls are when starting your new coaching business and some simple action steps to avoid each mistake. If you're a coach and building your practice, you'll find lots of help on this channel because I share the smart ideas that I wish I'd known as a new coach. Please take a moment now to like and subscribe. Thanks. Okay, so here's a list of mistakes that we'll cover in this video: branding, preparation, money, certifications, and a mindset error that's probably not what you think. Let's jump right in with the first and most common mistake I see new coaches make: investing in branding too soon. That means spending time and money on your website logo, business cards, or marketing materials before you have something much more important nailed down: your target market and your message. This happens because branding feels productive. It's exciting, it's pretty, and it gives you something to show the world that says, hey, I'm a coach. But here's the problem: a beautiful brand that isn't rooted in your ideal client's actual needs is like building a gorgeous storefront in the middle of nowhere. No matter how polished your brand is, if it doesn't speak to the people you want to serve, it won't connect. And when it doesn't connect, it doesn't convert. So what ends up happening? You invest in design that may need to be redone later. You freeze or babble when someone asks, what do you do? You get few, if any, inquiries from your website or social media. In short, you look professional, but you're not actually building a business. Here's what I recommend doing instead. First, pick and define your niche. So who do you serve? Get specific. Not women, but maybe women in midlife navigating a career pivot. Not entrepreneurs, maybe first-time solopreneurs launching a service-based business. Second, talk to real people. Have conversations, ask questions, find out what they're struggling with and what they want most. Listen for the language they use to describe it. You'll probably notice that they talk about the problems and challenges, maybe not so much about the solutions. That's because they don't know the solutions, and they might not recognize them when you talk about them without context. Third, test your message. Before you build a website, try sharing your message on social media, at networking events, or in a short email sequence. See what resonates. Fourth, then build the brand. Once you know what works, you can create a brand that reflects your message and attracts the right people. But please don't overinvest in branding until you've firmly established your identity, which typically doesn't happen until you've had time to figure out who you are as a coach. And that's going to take some time. We're talking 3 to 12 months usually. This one shift can save you hundreds, if not thousands of dollars and months of spinning your wheels. In short, wait on the big branding investment. And in the meantime, remember that simple is better and start small. Maybe make do with something basic instead of spending a ton on graphics that don't really matter. Sadly, I had dozens of new coaches come to me with no clients, no business, and no plan. And they had no money left to invest in essential tools like marketing. So all that money gone to waste, and another coach that never was. Don't let this happen to you. Next, we'll talk about something that shows up in nearly every new coach's business at some point: winging it without system. So what's that look like? You hop on calls without a consistent structure. You onboard new clients differently every time. You finish a session, then wonder, now what should I do? Does that sound familiar? This isn't a personal flaw, it's a systems issue. And you're not alone. I mean, you didn't become a coach to build spreadsheets, did you? Most coaches love the connection, the transformation, the breakthroughs. So it makes sense that the back-end stuff, onboarding processes, session checklists, and follow-up workflows can feel like a low priority. Plus, in the beginning, everything feels temporary. You think, once I get a few clients, I'll figure that out. Or, I'm just experimenting right now. Or, I don't want to overcomplicate things. I mean, the intention is good, but the result? Confusion for your clients, chaos for you, and missed opportunities for you both. So, how to avoid this common problem? You don't need a giant project management system or even a fancy app. You just need a few basic tools to create consistency and ease. For example, first, create a simple onboarding checklist. What happens after someone says yes to working with you? Write down every step. Send welcome emails, schedule for a session, mail welcome packet, whatever. Just make a list of what you want to do to welcome each client. After you've road tested it a few times, you can set up automation so it takes care of itself. But don't leave this important first step in your relationship to chance. Second, use a consistent session structure. Your sessions don't need to be rigid, but they do need to be intentional. A simple format might include quick check-in, focus topic, actions or commitments, wrap up, reflection. Feeling stuck? See my video for a peek at my session checklist that you can swipe or copy for your own business. Third, build a session follow-up process. After each session, what needs to happen? Send a recap or notes, share any promised resources, remind them of next steps or the next session. Again, my session checklist tells you what I do, and it's a great starting place for figuring out your process. Fourth, save your templates. If you write a great email, save it. Don't reinvent the wheel each time. Build a swipe file of your own best stuff. So instead of scratching your head wondering what to say in a follow-up email or text, you can simply tailor the template you've already made. Remember, systems don't make you less authentic. They make you more professional and more available for the coaching that actually matters. Because the goal isn't to box yourself in. It's to create a container to capture your brilliance that helps you shine every time, even when you're feeling tired, forgetful, or rushed. You knew it was coming, so now we're going to talk about money, specifically how you manage it as a coach. Because this mistake is one I see all the time, and yeah, I made it myself when I was first starting out, mixing business and personal finances. This looks like getting paid via personal PayPal or Venmo, depositing cash into your personal bank account, paying for coaching tools and trainings from your personal credit card. It might seem harmless at first, but trust me, this is not a later problem. As to why it happens, honestly, because it's easier. You're not sure if this coaching thing is real yet. You don't feel ready to go fully legit. You're just testing the waters. And opening a business account or setting up Stripe sounds like something you do when you're further along. I get it. But here's what happens when you don't separate your finances from the get-go. You dread tax season, you miss deductions, you have no idea what your business is earning or spending. You send the wrong message to clients. I'm not really serious about this. And let's not forget, Venmo is not a payment processor, it's a payment app. There is a difference. The good news is that getting your financial ducks in a row is easier than you think. You can do it in an afternoon. In fact, you can do it in under an hour. Number one, open a business account. Choose a bank or credit union that you already use or one with no fee account. Use this account only for business income and expenses. Number two, set up a proper payment processor. Options include Stripe, PayPal Business, Square, and so on. Link it to your business account so you can stop taking personal payments. Number three, keep a simple record of income and expenses. You don't need fancy software. A spreadsheet works just fine. Track what's coming in, what's going out, and keep your receipt. I mean, a spiral notebook with a list and a shoebox is better than nothing. And lastly, number four, pay yourself from the business. Transfer money from your business account to your personal account. This helps create clarity and, yes, boundaries. The bottom line here is that when your money is organized, everything feels more professional because it is. And nothing says I'm a professional like getting paid like one. Okay, now I want to talk about something that feels like progress, but usually isn't. Mistake number four, hiding behind endless certifications. This shows up as signing up for just one more course, obsessing over which certification is the best, thinking, I'll start coaching once I finish this next training. Does that sound familiar? You're not lazy. You're not afraid of hard work. You're just stuck in student mode. You know why it happens. Certifications feel safe. Classes are your happy place. There's structure. There's a clear path. Someone else tells you what to do, and there's a gold star at the end. And if you're feeling unsure about putting yourself out there, it makes perfect sense to look for more training. But here's what I want you to know. You don't need more credentials to start helping people. In fact, real-world coaching experience is what makes you a better coach, not another certificate on the wall. Let's talk about how to avoid this pernicious trap. If you love learning like I and most coaches do, you don't have to stop. But let's make sure you're learning on the job, not just from the sidelines. First, this means you need to coach real people right now. Offer a few free or discounted sessions in exchange for testimonials or reviews. Reach out to your network and invite folks to experience your coaching. Second, this means you learn from doing. After each session, ask yourself, what worked? What would I do differently? What questions came up? And if you have the guts, listen to the recordings of your coaching sessions. Third, remember that you can still enroll in new trainings, but save new trainings for specific goals. Instead of collecting certifications just in case, choose ones that solve a real challenge you're facing right now. And fourth, trust that you know enough to coach. You may never feel 100% ready. I sure didn't. But confidence comes from action, not from yet another course or certification. Because here's the truth. Coaching is a skill, and skills improve through practice, not theory. You don't need permission to start. You're allowed to begin before you're perfect. And if you wait to coach until you are perfect, you'll never get there. Okay, lastly, we're tackling a mistake that keeps even the most talented coaches from building the business they want. Mistake number 5, serving everyone means helping no one. When you're just starting out, it feels risky to narrow your focus. You're cool. Your mindset is about helping everyone and anyone. You want to stay open, flexible, inclusive, so you say yes to every type of client. You keep your website vague. You tell yourself, I help people. But here's what really happens when you try to serve everyone. Your message becomes muddy. The right clients don't see themselves in your messaging, so you get clients who drain your energy, and you feel kind of invisible. Why this happens? In a word, fear. Fear of missing out on potential clients. Fear of turning someone away. Fear of getting it wrong. On the flip side, clarity is magnetic. The more specific you are, the easier it is for people to say, oh, you're talking about me. You get me. You can help me. So how do you avoid this oh-so-common mistake? Just choose one audience to focus on for right now. You don't have to niche down forever. Just to get started, maybe focus on the low-hanging fruit, the easy sale, the people you know beyond a shadow of a doubt that you can help, easy peasy. Who is that audience? Well, take a look at your favorite past or current clients. Who did you look forward to working with? Who got great results? And what did they have in common? Speak directly to that group. Use their language. Name their challenges. Reflect their goals. Then create content just for them. Write posts, emails, and web copy that makes them feel seen. Don't worry about excluding others. You're giving the right people a reason to pay attention, a signal to recognize you as someone worth talking to, and someone to say yes to. And finally, trust that your niche can evolve. This is just a starting point, not a life sentence. You can always refine as you grow and expand. But right now, just for now, be there for the people who are actively searching for someone like you to help them get where they want to be. Show them you get them, you understand, and that you're ready, willing, and able to help right now. Make it obvious, make it easy, and make it happen. All right, Coach, those are the 5 biggest mistakes I'm hoping you can avoid. You're doing big, brave things, and I want your time, your efforts, and your brilliance to manifest in the coaching business of your dreams. Without the regrets, disappointments, and frustrations too many other coaches have endured. Let me know in the comments which of these mistakes surprised you. And remember to like and subscribe for more practical coaching practice tips. Thanks for watching, Coach. I'm Ronnie Noyes, reminding you that today is a great day for coaching.